What's going on, everybody? How are you doing today? And I hope you're enjoying your Monday afternoon. This is NYG Jeffy 85, and as you can tell right now, I am fired up because the New York Football Giants keep that train rolling, and we are off to our hated rivals, Philadelphia, after the Giants disposed of the Minnesota Vikings down in Minneapolis by the final score of 31-24. As a Giants fan, I mean, this is like heaven right now. This is like a feeling that us Giants fans have not had in a very, very, very long time. The fact of the matter is, this football team is so well coached that they are finding ways to throw off offensive and defensive teams in different concepts. And the fact, yesterday, Wink Martindale called a double split safety defense. Shout out to Coach Ed for finding that out. Coach Ed Gladney's Amazing World of Sports. He found that out first. Split safety defense where you had McKinney helping out over with Justin Jefferson. And what did Justin Jefferson do yesterday? 7 catches for 47 yards. And goose egg for touchdowns. Dalvin Cook, 15 carries for 60 yards. 0 touchdowns. TJ Hawkinson was really the only guy that had his way against us. But wow, what a job by this Giants team. Mike Kafka, with his brilliant job, being able to coach this offense and put out different types of schemes, including that Statue of Liberty play, where he was going to hand the ball off to Barkley and went behind his back, DJ, and handed it off to Breda right up the middle. The T-bone play. The offensive innovation of this team is brilliant right now. Brilliant. And now shout out to the players. All these players that Dave Gettleman picked, that everybody was saying were rejects on this team. How about the way this team is playing? And I'm going to start immediately with the quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Jones is and will be for a long time the franchise quarterback of this team. 24 for 35, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, a QBR of 81.2, a quarterback rating of 114.1, and he had 78 yards rushing on 17 carries, which led the team. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a quarterback. And we have a quarterback that is channeling in his inner Eli Manning and Phil Simms with wheels. Daniel Jones was phenomenal. Daniel Jones has been phenomenal for weeks. He played a flawless football game. I've always been on the fence with Daniel Jones, saying if we keep him, I'm all for it. If we let him go, I understand. But this guy, he's made a believer now out of all these Giants fans. And everybody that was jumping off the Daniel Jones bandwagon are hopping right back on. Daniel Jones was unbelievable yesterday. Unbelievable. Saquon Barkley, while the yardage wasn't phenomenal, he had 9 carries for 53 yards and 2 touchdowns. He had 2 big touchdowns up the middle. And Saquon Barkley is doing his normal Saquon Barkley type plays, being the leader on this defense, on this offense. Isaiah Hodgins, I don't know how Isaiah Hodgins was on the Bills practice squad. This dude is turning into a complete, utter, brilliant find by this Giants team. 8 catches, 105 yards, including a beautiful toe-tipped catch near the sidelines in the third quarter. And a touchdown on 9 targets, which led the team. This guy's been brilliant since he's come in. 6'4", 200-plus pound outside receiver that could take the slots too. Darius Slayton, yes, we're all going to crush him about that drop over the middle that could have cost us. But Slayton was brilliant too. 4 catches for 88 yards. Saquon Barkley, dual threat guy, 5 catches, 56 yards in the passing game. Richie James had a pedestrian game, 4 catches, 31, but he still had some clutch catches for us. Daniel Bellinger had only 2 catches for 17 yards, but he had a touchdown. Matt Breida had a couple of strong runs for this team. This offense was just absolutely brilliant. And Mike Kafka, I can understand why a lot of people right now are wanting to get Mike Kafka as their head coach. This guy is coaching an incredible job right now at the offensive coordinator position. Kafka's been great. He's been great. Wink Martindale, there's nothing more I could say about this guy. This guy is a genius defensive coordinator. Best defensive coordinator out there, in my opinion. And how about some of these players on the defense? But first, Brian Daboll, this guy deserves all the credit he deserves, and he is the coach of the year. The fact that he also went over to Darius Slayton after he dropped that pass and encouraged him to keep his chin up. He did what he did what you ask a coach to do. And how about this defense? God did the Giants miss Xavier, McKinney, and Adoree Jackson. Jackson, his open field tackling was brilliant. His coverage, for the most part, was brilliant. Xavier McKinney, besides that 1 4th down and 2 play where he left coverage off of Hockenson when he got that first down, McKinney was brilliant. He was amazing. McKinney led the team in tackles, 8 tackles, 4 solo with a pass defended. He was brilliant. Jaylon Smith had an underrated very good game. 7 tackles, 6 solo. He also had a tackle for loss. Darnay Holmes, who I've been crapping on a lot, he's stepping his game up. He had 6 tackles, 3 solo. He also had 2 tackles for loss. 2 big tackles for loss in the run defense. And Dexter Lawrence. What a game by Dexter Lawrence. This guy is becoming an elite defensive tackle before our eyes. 6 tackles. 2 solo. 1 tackle for loss. Constant pressure up the middle. He had a bogus call on him when he was called for a 15-yard unnecessary roughness, which we all know is BS. Dexter Lawrence was brilliant in this game. Brilliant. Leonard Williams, I thought, had one of his better games at the defensive tackle position. He was great. Julian Love had an underrated, very good game. Didn't get talked about because of all these other guys playing well, but Love did his thing. Fabian Moreau now playing that number 2 cornerback spot. He did very well. And this Giants defense was, for the most part, it was suspect at times during this game. But shout out to them. And even the special teams did their part, for the most part. Jamie Gillen had 2 punts in this game. That's because of how good the offense was. The return game didn't hurt us. Their return game didn't hurt us. Graham Gano went out there and kicked field goals consistently. This was just so much fun to watch this team play yesterday. I'm loving the chemistry on this football team. There are so many guys injured or playing that I just feel that cannot go anywhere after the season. Saquon Barkley and Daniel Jones, they're not going anywhere. In my opinion and everybody's opinion, those guys are Giants for a very long time. 8-26 should be in that backfield for this team for a very long time. Julian Love and Xavier McKinney. I hope we can play a three safety look because I don't want to get rid of either one of these guys. Dexter Lawrence should be locked up immediately. And how about this offensive line? I've been crapping on John Feliciano. He was very good yesterday in his run blocking. And his pass protection wasn't bad either. Shout out to John Feliciano. Andrew Thomas continues to be a brick wall at that left tackle position. Nick Gates and Ben Bredesen both at left guard. I'd still rather have one left guard consistently, but they were great. I got to look at more tape, but just to make sure. But they, for the most part, were very good. Glowinski had some moments here and there, but Glowinski on some of his run blocking was great. Evan Neal was better. He was playing very well. He was playing well in the first half. He did give up a couple of plays in the second half, but Evan Neal, for the most part, played good. And now this Giants team is rolling. And we have a date with our hated division rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, on Saturday night at 8:15. And Philadelphia is going to be in for a war. This is going to be a war between the Giants and the Eagles. And I cannot wait. It's going to be a war at 8:15 in Lincoln Financial Field. Be ready, Philadelphia. We're coming. This Giants team is clicking right now at the right time. They're playing the hottest football at the right time, and it feels very eerily similar to what this team did in 2007 and 2011. As a Giants fan right now, like all of us, we are on cloud goddamn 9. Let's keep it going. And let's enjoy this victory and get ready for Giants and Eagles Saturday night. That's my recap. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Monday. Let me know in the comment section how you're feeling right now, Giants fans, after this victory. And if you guys are ready to go after them Philadelphia Eagles. Let's go, New York Football Giants, guys. Keep up the good play. Daniel Jones is our quarterback. Saquon Barkley is our running back. All these guys are going out there, and they are going to be coming back on this team as long-term pieces. And brilliant job by the coaching staff. Let's go, New York Giants.